You're going to see a lot of article the next couple of weeks. You're going to see some things crazy like you never heard all of it before, removing this, doing that, removing only this. It's all BS. They just want to get people far away from it. They don't want you guys to know how many zeros they're going to delete. This is Khan Baba, today November 19th evening. Prime Minister al-Sudani celebrated a big win in Iraq's election because his team won the most votes. But he still faces a huge problem to stay in office for a second term. His team doesn't just need more votes. His team needs to build an alliance that controls more than half of the parliament, 329 seats. Unfortunately for Sudani, his victory of about 50 seats is not enough. A very powerful group is determined to stop him. The pro-Iran group is unhappy with Sudani because they feel he has become too balanced, working with both the United States and other Arab countries. The coordinated framework's different teams won more seats combined than Sudani's team did alone. They believe they can join forces, pick a different leader and successfully block Sudani from getting his second chance. Everybody's pretty excited about al-Sudani winning again. Make sure you're careful. People are claiming that al-Sudani is already the prime minister for a second term. That's not true. He's a leader of his particular political bloc. They won. That's why they're giving him congratulations, because he's well on his way to becoming prime minister, but there's more involved than that. Keep your fingers crossed. Al-Sudani is halfway there. He's got the largest blocs, but he needs to form a much stronger Shiite bloc within the government to then be appointed to the prime minister. I feel pretty confident he'll get there. There's a very interesting thing that's taking place today. It's an article with Sudani from Newsweek. It's going to come out on November 21st Street. I think it has some serious significance with timing. Iraq has been really vocal that she's doing things. But there's a lot of things in the background they're not telling us, many different things haven't been exposed yet, because it's about an exchange rate, the BIS, IMF, United States, Treasury, Federal Reserve, and everybody have to be very quiet about certain things. But they have to give education. That article in Newsweek is about the Prime Minister Sudani and his plan to make Iraq great again. It's not just a feel-good story. To me, and I think to the world, it's a signal. It's a real sign Iraq is getting ready for a major changes in money, trade, and global standing. It's Newsweek for crying out loud. There was a wonderful release from an American magazine called Newsweek concerning the Iraqi Prime Minister. Newsweek is telling the world it's time to shine. Do you think 1310 deserves to be put in any spotlight? What is it Newsweek is trying to tell the international world? Time to shine, Prime Minister. It's going to shine like a diamond. One of our top sources told us 2 or 3 weeks ago that this would not go until the government opened back up from the government shutdown. They voted in the House to open the government back up, and President Trump signed it into law, and it's good to go. So even though we thought everything was ready to roll, it did not go yet. We know this is going to happen. We just never knew exactly when. Iraq has to wait until everything else lines up too. They are not in total control and need the support of the global financial agencies to do it. For instance, they need the support of the IMF, the World Bank, and the US Treasury, etc. to RV. Iraq also needed economic growth and movement towards a diversified economy. They needed to move off the rentier economy. Now we see many of these needed elements are in place, and, as Dr. Jabara, economist, just told us in his recent article, the Iraqi dinar without zeros, the Central Bank of Iraq launches a historic reform. Iraq is now in the position they needed to have it to move ahead and launch the historic currency reform. My CBI contact told me that the CBI planned to work with the Finance Committee to begin the new fiscal year 2026 with a new rate, a rate brought on by an historic reform of the currency. Who will be the go-to bank in Canada? Don't you worry, there's going to be hundreds of private banks and they're going to be competing against the banks we have in America. And you up in Canada, you got some powerful banks. Trust me, all you got to do right now, Canadians, just Google, what Canadian banks exchange foreign currency. And you don't have to worry, when the blessing occurs, all of a sudden all these deniers, they're going to pop up and they're going to be ready to do business with you. They want your business. That's what they do for a living, they exchange currency. The exchange rate today is still 13.10. The last time they changed it they just told us, effective immediately. So 13.10 today, may happen in a flash, it's going to be something different. Tomorrow, the stage is set. Emotions rising. You can see the buzz. A lot of people are realizing what's taking place. The wave is coming. I'm getting ready. Iraq is ready. Facts. $112 billion in reserves, which is cash, gold and savings. Digital money system has been tested and working. The budget for 2026 already prepared.